SITCA director Roongfa Sringam began her culinary career with the Meridian Group of Hotels in 1989. An award-winning master carver originally from the island of Phuket, Roong has taught in Singapore, Indonesia, New Caledonia, and was invited to demonstrate her techniques to students and faculty at the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York. The Thai-style art of fruit and vegetable carving remains a much-loved part of the culture, requiring patient practice that will reward the dedicated with this kind of finesse. Carving a potato is easier if you let it soak in lukewarm salted water for about an hour after peeling it. Roong will use exactly the same techniques and cuts that she did with the papaya, except everything will be smaller. Remember that any time you peel or cut a potato that you are not going to use right away, carved or uncarved, you should put it straight into cold water so it doesn't discolor. Whether you are decorating a buffet, a barbecue, or an elegant sit-down dinner, if you have the time to create them, carvings of many different colors will have a stunning effect. Roong is going to show you how to have some fun with simple but elegant plate decorations. We start with cucumbers to create 3 cucumber leaves. To prepare the cucumbers, using the peeling knife, Roong cuts off the ends of this nice bright green vegetable and then cuts it into 3 pieces about the same size. Each piece is then cut lengthwise. Roong takes the first piece and draws a line with her pencil from the top center down to the bottom left corner. Turning the cucumber around, she does the same on the other side. Now with the carving knife, she cuts along the lines to form a wedge-shaped piece. The stem of the leaf is formed by making a long V-shaped cut in the middle of the wedge. The V is about 1 centimeter across at the top. With her knife held pointing straight at the surface, Roong cuts down through both lines. With the knife at an inward angle, Roong next carves a narrow sliver alongside each line. And along the edge of each channel, starting right at the top of the V, she makes a series of notches. See how she has spaced the notches so that the bottom of the V forms the tip of the leaf? The seeds she removes last. After the cucumber is clean, we notch the outside edges. This is done by alternating curving cuts with straight cuts. Curving cut, straight cut. Curving cut, straight cut, all the way down both edges. See how Roong starts each curving cut as close as possible to the tip beside it? That's how to make a stunning leaf carving. and with a few small cuts, the bottom of the stem is formed.
And our first leaf is finished.
Rung has cut a second piece of cucumber into a wedge shape like the first one. For her second design, using an angled knife, she makes two cuts that form a V-shaped groove in the middle of the wedge. Now, starting at the top, she uses straight cuts to make notches along both sides of the stem.
With only a little practice, you will be able to make cucumber carvings like this very quickly.
For this third and last leaf, Rung has cleaned the seeds first and some of the flesh too, making the cucumber fairly thin and nice and smooth. She draws the outlines of a series of oval-shaped holes, first 2, then 3, then another 2, and one more. The carving is finished the same way as the other two.
Let's carve some tomatoes.
Rung has chosen nice, firm, bright red tomatoes. You'll want to make sure your peeling knife is nice and sharp for these carvings. For the first one, we use the knife to cut most of the way into the top, keeping the back lowered to allow the peel to unfold as we go around. See how Rung uses the index finger of her non-carving hand to hold the peel? It's not thick, but it's not too thin. We need to leave a little of the meat for firmness in the petal. Try to make the peel about 1 1/2 centimeters wide. That's about a half an inch. When the skin is fully peeled, we roll one end into a small funnel shape, and then the rest of the peel goes round and round. Notice how Rung holds the roll with the flat part of her thumbs, not the tips. And that completes our first tomato rose.
Next is a tomato basket.
With a tomato placed top down on the cutting board, Rung uses the peeling knife to make 2 vertical cuts that go down about halfway into the fruit. When 2 cuts are made from the side, the basket handle is formed. Clear the middle and all the seeds from inside the tomato. You can use your fingers to help. Now, using the carving knife, we make little notches all around the edge of the basket. These are all straight cuts.
Inside, you can put some fish sauce. Do you know fish sauce? Or any kind of liquid or dip or dressing.
We haven't thrown away the nice tomato pieces left over from the basket. We take one now and slice it into V-shaped wedges that fit one inside the other, Russian doll style. When they are flattened and spread out, they make a beautiful decoration. For our last tomato carving, Room cuts this fruit in half the long way. She places one half on the cutting board and slices it very finely and evenly from one side to the other, making sure she cuts all the way through so she can easily separate the slices when finished. Now, Rung spreads out the slices like a deck of cards.
What would a rummy player do with this hand? Probably not this. Rung rolls the slices carefully, making sure the bottom does not get damaged as she goes. When she's finished, she has yet another spectacular tomato rose.